Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Claire and I put out videos about luxury bags and accessories. So if that is your thing, please click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, you'll know when I upload a new video. So here in the UK, we have had a few days of sunshine. Yes, it has got a little bit sunnier, a little bit warmer. And because the sun has been out, I have therefore been using my Raffia medium-sized baguette from Fendi. Here it is. I have a little emoji charm on it, not a labubu, a furry emoji. Yeah, so I've been using this bag. I was using it at the beginning of April because we had some sunshine at the beginning of April when I went on my holiday to the Isle of Wight with my family. It is actually becoming a holiday bag for me because I took it to New York and used it every day I was in New York. Used it on the holiday this year so far, and then I've been using it as an everyday bag when we've had good weather, when we've had a little bit of sunshine, you know, as fair a weather as we can get, I guess, for this time of year in the UK. So I bought this bag in June 24. And I went up to Fendi in Harrods and I met up with my lovely friend Gwenny from Styled by Gwenny, and we both have vlogs of our day which I will link down below, we checked out the entire Raffia offering that Fendi had at that time, because it was quite an extensive Raffia offering in their collection that was out that time last year. I specifically wanted to look at this bag. I'd seen pictures of it and I knew it was coming, and when it was released, that's when I went up to see it. At that appointment I could only see the mini version of this bag, but I fell in love with the style of the bag and I knew that I wanted the medium version, so I purchased it on the day, ordered it and received it a few days later. Gwenny also checked out Raffia and straw bag offerings in Gucci, and she ended up purchasing a Gucci Raffia stroke straw bag. Her bag is slightly more structured than mine, but it was the beautiful Gucci bag with all the colours. I think it's got lilac, yellow, pink, green. It's stunning. So I'm going to link both the unboxings down below as well, so you can see me unbox this and obviously Gwenny unbox her Gucci bag as well. So yeah, we had a fabulous day together and we both ended up buying our Raffia luxury bags. Now, I had a comment on my vlog from that day from somebody who said, "Wow, you two are mad." Now, I'm not necessarily disputing that, but it went on to say, "Wow, you two are mad. Can't believe you are spending all that money on Raffia bags." And I can definitely understand where that person is coming from. You know, is a Raffia luxury bag a sensible choice given the climate in the UK? You know, given the fact that it is probably a bag that we can't use and wear all year round, and also given that it probably is a little bit more of a delicate bag than say a full leather or a canvas bag. So I can kind of understand where they're coming from, and I've seen comments on some of my Facebook groups as well from people who are saying, "Oh, I love this particular Raffia bag from the luxury brand X, but there's no way I'm going to spend that amount of money on a Raffia bag." I did give this quite a lot of consideration because I was concerned myself about spending, you know, luxury bag money, and we're talking thousands rather than hundreds, on a Raffia style bag. I did have a Raffia bag on my wish list, and this actually was third time lucky in terms of a straw stroke Raffia bag that I'd purchased, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But ultimately, obviously I did decide it was worth it because I bought the bag. So what I thought I'd do in this video is have a chat about why I think this bag is worth it and how I use it, and also have a look at some of the other Raffia bags that are out there at the minute, because this Raffia trend, although I got this last year, it shows absolutely no sign of going anywhere. So many of the luxury houses have got Raffia pieces in their current collections. There's a lot out there to choose from. So, you know, it's definitely a trend that is sticking around for a bit. Now, one of the reasons I loved this bag, and one of the reasons why I did decide to buy this bag, is because it's not fully Raffia. Obviously it has got this leather trim, and on the kind of key areas of the bag that get the most wear, it has got leather. So see, on the bottom it is leather, at the sides, the corners, the trim round the flap here, and the top handle and the slightly longer shoulder strap that it comes with are all leather. So that to me gave me a little bit of reassurance that this bag was perhaps a little bit hardier than a bag in full raffia. And when I did see this bag in person, I was really impressed with the quality. I mean, I always feel the Fendi hardware is very substantial, is good quality. Just the whole bag, the stitching, the leather, the construction of this bag is very good quality in my opinion. So I felt that the quality was a very key area that helped me decide, yes, I really want to get this bag. Having said that the leather obviously makes it a little bit hardier, I did actually see Fendi's medium-sized baguette that they had last year that was fully raffia and that had no leather on it, and the handle was raffia as well. Now admittedly, yes, it probably would be a little bit less hard wearing than this bag, and you might have to take a little bit more care with the handle because it's raffia rather than leather, but I was still very impressed with the quality. It was much better than I was expecting, it really was, and I was very again impressed with the fact that it was quite a substantial bag. It really was put together well, and I felt that had I bought that one I would have probably been just as happy, but obviously I went for this one because I did want this leather trim and I did like the two-tone effect. And in my experience with the luxury raffia bags, it isn't just Fendi that does do good quality raffia. I mean, as I said, this was third time lucky, and although I did return the last two raffia stroke straw two-tone bags that I bought, it wasn't because of the quality. I bought a Saint Laurent Wok quite a while ago, and the reason I returned that, it was just a touch too small for my needs, and the crossbody chain was a little bit too short. But again, the quality was really good, and absolutely, if that crossbody chain had been a bit longer and I thought I could have got everything in it that I needed to, I would have definitely kept it. The other bag I bought, which again was raffia stroke straw with the leather trim, was from Aspinall of London, and the only reason I returned that was, again, the crossbody strap was far too short, and if I remember, it was a little bit boxy on me. I do prefer bags that are a little bit softer and got a little bit of slouch. So they were the reasons I returned that. Nothing to do with quality. The quality was really good, and certainly the other raffia bags I've looked at out and about at the boutiques, they do look good quality. I do remember looking at Gwenny's Gucci bag when she bought it, and I thought that looked very good quality as well. So in my experience, my opinion, quite a lot of these luxury raffia bags are very good quality, so that has contributed to a decision I made to purchase one of those. Now, again, in making my decision about whether to go for this, there were two other important factors, and that was usability and functionality. Now, I mentioned obviously that the other two bags I bought, the crossbody straps were too short. This comes with a longer shoulder strap, which is also too short for crossbody, but the beauty of this bag is you can buy the matching guitar strap. And that is obviously what I did. Now, of course, it does add an extra expense, an extra cost onto buying this bag. Personally, for me, when I buy a medium Fendi Baguette, I always factor in the cost of a guitar strap. I know that I'm probably going to want to buy the matching guitar strap if there is one, and I have for my 3 medium-sized baguettes. It's just a thing that I accept that that's what I'm going to do, because as much as I love carrying this top handle, and I have very occasionally had the shoulder strap on and carried it on the shoulder, I knew I would want to carry it crossbody as well, so I needed that matching strap, and I really wanted to get the matching strap. So for me, that was an extra cost that I was prepared to pay. I know for some people they don't want to pay that. They think, no, I'm not going to get the Fendi Baguette because it can't go crossbody and I'm not prepared to buy a strap. That obviously is the individual's decision, but I personally am happy to pay that extra to get the matching guitar strap. So this bag, along with the strap, means it is very functional for me. I've got 3 ways of carrying it, and I say the majority of the times I carry it, it is actually crossbody, because I do use it as quite a casual bag, and I've got lots of mod shots of me wearing it crossbody, because as I've said, I've taken it on a couple of holidays now, and I've done outfits of the day with me wearing it crossbody. I do take this to work occasionally though, and I certainly do take it out for other days out, and in those circumstances I quite often just use the top handle. I have been carrying it for work the last few days, and I've been carrying it just by the top handle. So, you know, for me, it is very functional and versatile because I've got those options of how I carry it. So the other aspect to do with functionality is what can I actually fit in it? Can I get everything that I need on a daily basis in this so that I can use it for work and I can use it for days out, etc. And yes, absolutely, the answer is yes. Again, it's another reason why I bought it. Now this leads me on to this part of the video, which is actually in collaboration with a brand that I have spoken about before on my channel, but I've never actually worked in collaboration with them, and that is the brand Zumoni. And Zumoni produces handbag liners and organisers for luxury bags. Now, if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I own quite a lot of Zumoni organisers. All of the Zumoni organisers I have bought to date have been purchased with my own money. They are very much my handbag organiser of choice. I really like the organisers that they produce, and most of my luxury bags have got a Zumoni organiser in them. So when they contacted me and asked me if I would like to collaborate with them and whether they could send me an organiser so that I could promote their brand on my channel, the answer was obviously a resounding yes, because I already promote them, I already buy their products, I'm already a very good customer of theirs. So I thought to myself, what can I ask them to send me that I haven't already got? And I thought, actually, I will ask them if they would send me one of their Silky organisers. So they sent me this. Now this is their Silky organiser for the Fendi medium-sized baguette. And they produce these Silky organisers along with their felt organisers. Now this is the felt organiser for the Fendi medium-sized baguette, and this is the one that I did have in my Raffia baguette, and I'll show you both in there in a moment. But the felt ones they've been producing for ages. These silky ones they've started producing more recently, just to give another choice of organiser with a different texture, a different feel. So the silky comes in black, brown, cream and pink, and I obviously asked for the brown one. Now this particular one has one pocket on one side, and then on the other side it's got two pockets. But yeah, I mean, it feels absolutely luxurious, and it feels like it belongs in a luxury bag. Now, one of the issues I have with this bag is it's see-through, it's raffia, it's woven, so it is a little bit see-through, which is why when I actually bought an organiser for it myself, I bought this one, which is in the matching colour, so that when you pop it inside, and I'll show you that, show you the felt one inside, you can't see through and see any distortion of the colour. So yeah, so that, as you can see, has got the yellow one inside, pretty much the same colour as the raffia. So before I pop the silky one inside, I'll just show you this other product they sent me first, which is one of their base shapers. Now this is, again, a base shaper for a Fendi medium-sized baguette. Now I've never used their base shapers before, so I was happy to give this a try. I mean, if we come back to this Raffia baguette, the reason I need an organiser in it, or I need a liner and an organiser, is there is nothing in there. There's nothing to it. Because it is just raffia, there's no compartments inside, there's no pockets, there's no lining. And I have actually found that when I've got quite a bit in my medium-sized baguette, this bottom, because it isn't very structured and it doesn't have feet on it, it does sag a little bit, and obviously you don't want a saggy bottom. So I thought it'd be quite interesting to try the base shaper. So that literally just goes in the bottom of the bag like that, and it just gives it that little touch more structure at the bottom, just to stop any of the sagging if you have quite a bit in the bag. Pop the actual silky liner in. Now the organiser for me is offering two benefits. First of all, it's a liner for the bag to stop that lovely yellow raffia getting dirty, and also to stop maybe anything sharp inside the bag catching and damaging it. And then it's obviously also giving me some organisation with the pockets. So yeah, so I really like the look of that in there. Again, it's not distorting from the front of the bag because I went for the brown. It's not seeping through and changing the outside colour of the bag. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the silky version of this. So I thought what I'd do is I'd pop what I would normally put in my Fendi medium-sized baguette, and this is typically what I use this bag for, what I put in it. So let's start packing it. The two front pockets, I put a mini hand sanitizer, and I put my compact mirror. So they both sit in the front pockets there. And then in the back pocket, I have one of these magnetic portable chargers for my phone. So I just pop that in the back pocket there. I would then put a catch-all in. Now I've got my mini O case, which will fit in there quite nicely. Or I've got my key pouch, or my clay, which I use if I want a slightly smaller catch-all, and maybe I want to put a bit more in the bag. Now at the moment I am using this. This has got plasters, some tablets, some tweezers, toothpicks in, so I'm going to pop that in. I would put my phone in. It's just an iPhone 15. I will show you a close-up of all of this in a minute. Okay, I've got my Louis Vuitton key pouch, which I would put in there. And then I've still got room for a couple of other bits. I've got my AirPods, pop them in. I've got a Tom Ford lip balm there. I've got a small hand cream, and I've got a Vaseline lip balm. So that all fits in there. It still gives me room to pop sunglasses in a soft pouch on the top, and it's not over full in any way whatsoever, but there it is, it's full. I still get that little bit of slouch with the bag, and that is what I would normally put in my regular medium-sized baguette. And obviously, you know, in order to keep it all organised inside the bag, I use the liner, and I'm really liking this silky one. It just feels really luxurious. Now, as I said, the silky ones are available in a few colours. The felt ones that they do are available in loads of different colours. And the felt ones are also available in a couple of different thicknesses. You can get the 2mm thickness if you want it for a bag for a little bit more structure, and you can get the 1.2mm if you want it more as a liner or organisation and not too much structure. I've often gone for the 1.2, and that's one of the reasons I started shopping with Zumoni in the first place, was because they did do these liners in the 1.2mm, you know, and I've been very impressed with them. But I have to say, I am really liking this silky liner. I might be a silky convert now. I might be getting all silky liners in the future for my bags, because I have to say, it just feels amazing actually. It's so nice in that bag, and you know, like the felt one, it, you know, manages to accommodate everything I need in the bag. Zumoni also do other products. They do dust bags, they do pouches, they do little flat pouches like this, which I've got some bits in. I've got a very small one here, which I've got some, I think this is some cuticle oil in, which I sometimes put in my bag as well. They do some square and rectangular pouches that you can put in drawers. So, you know, I really recommend checking out their website. I will link their website down below, and I'm also going to put on the screen and put it in the description box down below a discount code that Zumoni has kindly given me that I can share with my subscribers, and this will give you 20% off any order with Zumoni. So if you use the code clairelouiseluxe, it's all one word, it's not case sensitive, but that will get you 20% off. So it's definitely worth checking out their website and using my code if there's anything you want to order. So yeah, thank you Zumoni for sending me the Silky Organizer and the Base Shaper. So excited to be collaborating with them on this video, because as I've said, I am already a regular customer of them. I've already promoted their brand on my channel, not sponsored, and now I'm just so happy to actually promote them in collaboration with them. So yeah, thank you Zumoni. So coming back to my Raffia baguette, obviously yes, I did think it was worth buying this and spending luxury money on it, and the reasons for that were the quality, the functionality, the versatility. Did I think I was going to get the wear out of it? I thought I probably would wear it quite a bit in summer. I really had that intention. Probably didn't realise I was going to wear it as much as I have. I've been pleasantly surprised that in a way has actually exceeded my expectation, and I've actually used this bag more than I thought I would. You know, a couple of times in the last few weeks I've been going somewhere and I've been dressed a certain way and thinking, right, I need a bag, I need something that goes with my outfit, it's sunny, I need something that's versatile, I need something that's easy and I can get everything in. It's like, oh, my Raffia baguette, that just goes with everything. And I have found it does go with so much of my wardrobe. Again, that's why it's been such a good holiday bag, is because whatever I've packed in my suitcase to take away on holiday, this bag has tended to go with. So I've not had to take a myriad of different luxury bags. I've been able to just rely on this one. So I would say this has been, you know, one of my star buys from Fendi. I've obviously bought a lot of things from Fendi over the last few years, but this has been one of my star buys. And as much as I love my other baguettes, as I do, you know that I do, and probably up until this point, my blue baguette has been probably my most used Fendi baguette. this one is actually starting to rival the blue one as the most used. So yeah, that's quite interesting. We'll have to see how that comes out at the end of the year. Fendi have got raffia offerings on their website at the minute, and one of the things I did notice, because I've mentioned the leather aspect of this bag, their current medium size Raffia Baguette has actually got a leather handle. It's not two-tone like mine, it's all the same colour, but their handle, rather than being all raffia like the one they had last year, it is actually leather. So I would say if you are looking for a Raffia Baguette, something that's maybe slightly harder wearing than the all raffia one, then maybe check out the one that's got the leather handle. In terms of other luxury houses, as I said, a lot of them have got beautiful raffia straw wicker items in their current collections. Louis Vuitton has got the beautiful wicker capucines. I do have a few friends that have that bag in a couple of different sizes, and I've seen some recent unboxings of the wicker capucines. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning. And I was checking out some other luxury houses as well. Gucci has got quite a big raffia offering. I'm just looking at their website at the moment. They've got the Marmont woven medium shoulder bag, which I think is the same size as the one that Gwenny has. This is just all straw coloured, a raffia bag. I don't know if it's as structured as Gwenny's, it might be a little bit slouchier. They've got a bucket bag, they've got the medium shoulder bag in stripes as well, with the brown stripe and the blue stripe. I actually quite like those. I think they're quite cool. And last year I was looking at another Fendi raffia baguette that had brown stripes on it. It was only that it was in the midi size and I didn't really want that size, but had they done that in the medium size, I probably would have been tempted by that one. So yeah, I actually quite like the stripes. I know they're probably not to everybody's taste. Prada for the last few years have had raffia bags in their summer collections, and again this year is no exception. They've got a couple of large tote bags. They've also got a bucket bag as well. So I'm going to put some pictures up on the screen as I'm talking about these. Loewe always have their raffia basket style bags available. They've had so many different styles over the years. I bought one of their basket bags a while back. Again, another basket raffia bag which I feel is very, very good quality. Again, when I received that I was very impressed with the quality. But if you're still hesitant to pay, you know, high-end designer prices for raffia luxury bags, then you have got some other brands that are at a slightly cheaper price point that are doing raffia as well. My friend Deb from Wild Unfiltered has just unboxed a couple of raffia bags from Coach, and I must admit the tote bag that she unboxed I thought was lovely, and it's a much more affordable price range than some of the other bags I've been talking about. I mean, obviously it's still expensive, but compared to the other brands it is a lot cheaper, and I thought that bag looked really nice. That was the kind of the tote style bag. She also unboxed quite a big kind of hobo style raffia bag as well, and I really like the look of that. So I must admit I do like Coach's raffia offering. I haven't been on the Aspinall of London website recently, but as I said, I've very much previously seen raffia and woven bags that they offer, so I'm sure they've probably got some on there, and if I can find some I'll put them up on the screen. But there is an absolute whole host of options out there, and obviously if you're still not wanting to spend hundreds, let alone thousands of pounds on raffia, places such as John Lewis, Marks and Spencer's have some amazing high street raffia bags as well. I recently bought in the sale a very large raffia style shoulder bag from Mint Velvet. It was £60, and I just thought it would be perfect as a beach bag when I don't want to take a designer bag onto the beach. I can just take something that is very functional, but I don't need to stress and worry about it too much. So if I've not convinced you about the high-end luxury brands and their raffia, there are definitely some high street raffia bags, straw bags, that are absolutely gorgeous. So yes, in summary, I may have spent a few £1,000s on a raffia bag, and I know it's subjective, but in my opinion it was a good buy. In my opinion it was absolutely worth it. I love this bag. I have used it a lot. It really makes me happy to use it. I love the style of it. I love the look of it. I'm happy with every aspect of this bag, and for me it was 100% worth it. So, you know, that is my subjective opinion about raffia bags. I have definitely seen some other raffia bags out there, high-end ones which I think are very good quality and that I've been very tempted to buy. So as I say, I think it's worth it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are luxury bags in raffia, straw, wicker, are they worth it to you? Would you buy them? Do you have them and do you love using them? Do you think they were worth the money? Please let me know. I'd be really interested to sort of find out what everybody's opinions are on this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you ever so much everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you to Zimoni for collaborating with me and sending me the organizer, and thank you to them for giving me a discount code. Please check out their website and use that discount code to get yourself the 20% off. So yes, as I say, thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye everyone.